Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody, and oh boy, we have a different style of video for y'all today. So, currently right now, there's a way where you can destroy the mythic cars before anybody uses the medallion to open the cage and acquire them. So, in this video, I go and destroy the car, and then I die, and try to make sure that I'm on the player who I think is going to win the POI, and go and get the car, and then spectate them to see if they can win without it and commentate along the way. So let's just get right into this. So here I am here, pickaxing the wall at the side of where the mythic car is at the nitrodome, and as you see, once you crouch, you can then get an angle on it, and you can actually just pickaxe the car to death before anybody has a chance to acquire it. Now, I already tried to do this 2 games prior, and both times I ended up getting killed before I could actually destroy the car. But this time, I was successful in my mission in just griefing these cars, and let's see if this player here can actually win the game without their precious, overpowered super vehicle. So after this, I ended up jumping up here, trying to give him a little bit of a chase, killed this guard. Then I ended up dying to this random super hero stand, which was not the person who was probably shooting at me originally. So we're on board with Peyton 54675. So let's see how they do here. So now running around the POI, probably looking for other enemy players. So this guy has no idea at this moment that I've destroyed the car, because it clearly probably wasn't him shooting at me from where he came from. He has the nitro fists, gatekeeper shotgun, harbinger SMG, and I think that was an enforcer AR, so not a bad loadout overall. I'm sure if he goes to a car, because that's just how this game is this season. It's kind of just getting really boring already to me. So I'm hoping that this will be much more entertaining. So if you can't have fun with the season, I guess I just have to make my own fun. So yeah, he's modding up his car here. So yeah, at the nitrodome, there is all 3 mods plus a healing box there. So anytime your car's damaged, you can go there just to get the full health every time. And you have a chance to get all 3 attachments there as well. So it isn't too bad. So yeah, he's shielding up. So I'm just running around the POI. I didn't seem to get into a fight yet, which I'm kind of surprised that no one else was here. I guess it must have been a guard that was shooting at me originally. Oh, there we go, finally. There's another enemy player. And yeah, you don't want to be using the harbinger SMG at that range. Oh, fries right with the enforcer. Got a guard there that he's now frying. Pretty good aim from this player so far. I mean, there's a superhero skin, so it should be fairly decent usually. That looks like he's looking for the boss, maybe? Finally? Because yeah, at this location you do have to wait a minute. You have to stand in the nitrodome for a minute before the boss will actually spawn. You can fight them because they'll be locked at first. And there's players down there that he's now shooting at, up top, and that is actually another pretty good strategy at this location, because people, when they're busy fighting in the center of the dome, they don't usually look up like that, and they're occupied fighting someone else. Again, you can play this playing a high ground board right behind the boss, and whoa, fried real quick with that harbinger SMG. I think it's pretty underrated. I was going to say it is garbage, and it's really not. It actually has a very high damage output, but you do need to be using it at the correct range for it to actually be a very effective weapon. Then I have the medallion, and he's getting all juiced up on that nitro so he can bust through walls like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah! Using the fizz to heal up. Has the mythic crossbow. He also has unlimited ammo for this thing. And let's see if he can go and try to get the car. Oh, here we go. Why you standing there, bro? Wait, you think it's just magically gonna reappear? Oh man. I mean, that would suck though, man. Go through all that work killing the boss and then your car's just not there. Let's see how they do now. Can they still win without it? Adapt to the meta, bro. Just adapt. What's he do now? Oh, don't tell me he's gonna leave the game. No, he didn't. He'll just get cactus. That was sliding down that railing, probably in anger. Just use the nitro fish for ability to get around. I know. There's playing with another mythic car there. So let's see what he does here. Oh, another player down there. Prize him really easy. Not sure if he got that kill or if the car stole it from with their OP turret. He's trying to bait that player to come over here. Yeah. So he's trying to do the pickaxe trick, but that doesn't work when you have a turret on the vehicle. So you can't do that little cheesy exploit to try to get into people's cars anymore. Because it's not a trick, guys. A pickaxe trick, and everyone likes to pretend it is. It is an exploit. If you're allowed to pickaxe people while in a car, you should be able to do it without swinging your pickaxe prior to get in the car. So let's stop calling it a trick and just call it what it is. It's an exploit. So now we try to chase this car down. But see that? He sees the other mythic car, which is basically almost the same as the one he was going for, and he was trying to immediately steal it. Because this player knows it's so much easier to win if you have one of these cars because it's overpowered. And look, he's still trying to jump in it, get into it. And he's got fried, lost a ton of health there from that turret. And yeah, the boom buff, what says is a great counter, but I'm seeing only the damage doing the player here. Doesn't show the damage it does to cars in spectating mode. And look at that, it only does 4 damage to the player inside the car. So that's not really that great, and you're not going to hit all your shots with it when the cars are moving and zipping around so fast. So in my opinion, the Boobo is not really a great counter to the cars, but it's the only thing we have this season, and it could be a lot freaking better than it is. So a smart player, this player here, he went and bought some healing items from the vending machine at this destroyed sand-covered gas station. And I mean, that's the other thing. This season, there's not much to really spend your gold on. You might as well actually be buying heals most games, because no one really even bothers going to vaults anymore. Let's see if this player actually goes to a vault to try to mod any weapons. I doubt they even will. Got to play with a pimped out SUV coming his way, and he's just seems like he's avoiding that. Just getting shot at third party from behind by another player. Immediately repositioning, that's a good play. Using those nitro fists. Now dashing around to rotate. What I am surprised though is, yeah, he hasn't grabbed another car, since he didn't get the cars he was initially going for, and he couldn't steal the other mythic car from that other player earlier. I mean, that should go to show you something though, of just how good that the boss cars and how strong they actually are this season. Or maybe he sees someone spectating him and he's trying to give us a show, who knows. Oh, there's boss cars have been passed, chasing the car around. And yes, now he is firing with the mythic boom bolt, which he has infinite ammo for. It's decent play. He is trying to put damage on that player and get them out of that car. Hopefully, he doesn't want to steal that car. It's pretty obvious. But honestly, 9 out of 10 times, if you don't get that car, you're probably not going to have a good chance of stealing it unless somebody does jump out of it, which doesn't really happen too often as people just realize how good those cars are. So more times than not, you're just going to end up having to destroy it by jumping in the passenger seat and then popping out the window and shooting it to death. Sometimes if you're lucky, the player might jump out of it when you've almost destroyed it and you can drive it away, but more times than not, they're going to jump out of it and shoot it, and it's going to be so weak that it's just going to blow up. So nobody gets it. So now he is in pursuit of another player here, who I think has just eluded him. And now, yeah, this water. Oh, nope, there they are. Sorry, as I'm recording this and spectating, I cannot hear any of the sound or anything, so. Yep, they're dashing away with their nitro fists. Dashes again with the nitro fist, uses the zip line. Get across the ridge there. He's gonna go for island, maybe? Nope, he's getting his 4 health back. That is probably a good play. I mean, those cactuses are free, and with how fast you can die this season from the cars and how much damage they do if they hit you, and just how powerful the turrets are on top of the cars, especially the machine gun, it can just melt you very quickly. You probably do want to keep your health as full as possible at all times. It can be the difference in being able to switch to the nitro fist and get away, or being sent back to the lobby. Yeah, okay, we're back to the nitro dome, right where we started to begin with. Oh, he might be going for island now. Nope. Going to third party to fight. Oh, he's gonna go grab that car probably? Nope. Still just nitro fisting. Put some damage on that SUV there, which has mods on it. Oh. Oh, good swapping play by Peyton there, so he ended up winning that one. And yep, getting a full shield or as full as possible immediately is definitely very important this season. Now he has the mythic AR and the mythic shotgun. Now this player is in pretty good shape. Though the mythic fists should be around too, but I guess not in this case. Maybe they're stuck underneath the car, possibly. And now that G-Wagon there is pretty busted up, so they probably don't want to take it. I don't blame them. Wait, that's one of those wrenches right there. That could have healed that car to full. You probably should take that car. See if he does. And nope. Okay, we're on the move again. Just running around in circles. See the player on the bridge, trying to put some damage on them with the mythic AR. I think it's a straight up laser beam this season. And use the attack shotgun, which can be quite good at range. It jumps right into the car this guy jumps into. This should be interesting. Oh, no, the player just jumps out and please. Okay then. Now he's healing up with fruits and vegetables. Like, bro, that's a Nuka-Cola right there and a Big Paw right in front of you. What are you doing? Good beam, good shot on that guy with food bolt as well prior. Yeah, players playing quite aggro and does not want to let these players get away, which is good. I do like their play style. Player might actually win this, but I'm surprised they did not take that Nuka-Cola especially, because they would have got 25 health and 75 shield instantly from that. And just ate the fruit instead. That it makes no sense to me because they didn't see it, but yeah. If you see that Nuka-Cola and you're hurt, that is probably one of the best items in the game to use to heal up quickly right now, especially if it's mostly shield damage that you're hurt. That switches out for a Thunderburst SMG. That's definitely a good call. I would have done the same. So this player knows a lot of little cheeky areas around the map where you can fall down to get to places. See, that's another thing with this season too. You're spending so much time in cars driving around that it's making it much slower and harder to actually learn the layout of some of these new POIs, because you very rarely are actually going to be running through them. So most times you're just landing somewhere, getting a car, and then you're off to the races, basically. Now another player in a car is rolling up, and of course they're using the Octane with the bulletproof wheels. So if you haven't seen my last video about how the Octane can be almost immune to grenades from the turrets unless hit in the right spot, if it has those wheels on it, you might want to go watch my previous upload, because that is just kind of ridiculous and kind of busted. And of course that player is using the bulletproof wheel, so I'm gonna say fairly certain that they know that. It could just be fluke if they use that car, but most people hate that car. And chances are if you have that car, you probably also have the Scorpion, which this player is driving now as well. So now only 7 players remain, and of course the game's ending in a pretty much an open desert, it looks like. And see, that is one of the big problems with this season. If you have a zone like this and you do not have a car, you're gonna have a real hard time. And of course, the first thing he does is he goes and grabs a car. He's just sitting there modded, which is pretty lucky for him actually. But now if you're playing solos, and you have the G-Wagon, as people like to call it, you have 4 different seats you have to hop around in order to get to the turret and hop back and forth. So it's really not the best car to be using when you're playing in solos. It's just more difficult and less convenient to use than one of the whiplashes. As you just see there, he had to hop all the seats just to get back to the driver's seat, and now he's back in the turret again. And that time it takes you to hop around the seats can cost you this season big time. Like squads though, or trios, then this car probably is the better car to go. And he just got hit twice with grenades as a sitting duck because he was using this car and couldn't get back to the seat fast enough in order to start driving away. That's right, you can park that car on those pads so it would heal up while I was in here. Oh, looks like he's going back to do that, and oh no, he was baiting that player to shoot the car. Oh, goodness, fucking sick by him. But of course now his car's gone, and that's not good at all. And damn, GG's. And that is how this season goes. If you do not have a car in endgame and have one of those boss cars, it makes it easier to win. Thanks for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.